Welcome. Today we're going to be learning about the art of gift wrapping. Today we have a few guests with us who will be learning with us. Knowing how to gift wrap well is very important because it brings you the satisfaction to giving and it brings more pleasure to the person receiving the gift. I have been gift wrapping ever since I was really young. My mom is very good at it. She cares a lot about giving beautiful gifts because it shows people the time that she puts into it. Tara Parker Pope, health, behavior, and relationship columnist from the New York Times, wrote in her article, "A gift that gives right back, giving itself." Giving reinforces our feelings of care for other people. There are 3 steps to gift wrapping. There is gathering the supplies based on the color scheme. There is the actual wrapping, and there's decorating. First, there is gathering the supplies based on the color scheme. The color scheme is very important because it informs someone's feelings. And psychologist Kendall Cherry wrote in her article, "Color psychology, does it affect how you feel?" Wrote, "Color is a powerful communication tool used to signal action, influence mood, and even influence physiological reaction." So here's an example of a gift that has a good color scheme. You can see by the wrapping paper and the bow, it's very complimentary and it's very pleasing to the eye. It makes it more enjoyable for the person who's receiving the gift. So, based on that, we can gather our supplies. Today we have this beautiful white gift wrap, and for that I got some red bows and ribbon, and we also have scissors and Scotch tape. Now moving on to the prep work, we need to cut the paper. To do that, you take your gift horizontally to make sure that there's enough room on the paper to measure all 4 sides. You want to roll the gift very carefully to make sure that the paper will fit, and you can mark it by making a small cut where it ends. It basically goes to the end of the paper, so I'm not going to cut it, but I'm going to move the gift back to the beginning and measure the sides to make sure that where I make my next cut, it will fit. Now, based where I made my cuts, I'm going to go ahead and cut all the way to the end and meet at both points to make sure that I have a rectangular cutout that the box will fit in. Now moving on to the actual wrapping. You want to make sure that it is nice and secure so that you can see the shape of the gift and it's not loose, because not only would it slide inside, but it makes it look nice and neat. Tape all of the sides, make sure that it's secure so that it doesn't come undone while you're wrapping the sides. And if, when cutting your paper, it's always better to have more than you need than less, because you can always trim later. You can never add more. So we have a little more than we need today, but that's okay. I'm going to push the box a little to the end, and we're going to push our flaps in. I'm going to fold this down. If it's too loose or if it's hard to hold, you can go ahead and use a piece of tape and tape it down to secure it, and fold these flaps up. Make sure to crease the paper so that it looks neat when you're doing it. A piece of tape, tape it down. And now I'm going to use more tape to make sure that it's nice and neat looking. Otherwise, this flap that's sticking up could get caught and rip, which would defeat the purpose of the gift being covered. Now the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure that everything is facing the same direction so that when the gift is finished, all of the folds and creases and tape are on the bottom. That also gives it a neater look. Now that my gift is completely wrapped, I can move on to the decorating process. Ribbon is very nice to use because you can help secure your cards or notes without having to use tape or anything like that. I would always suggest tying the ribbon first before cutting it so that you don't accidentally cut a piece that's too short. You want to flip the box over so that the side that you just taped is facing you. Put the ribbon underneath the box because the bottom is going to be the side that people will see. Then you can tie it so that the ribbon is going back down the adjacent side it came up, and flip the box around and tie the top. And this is always a neat look because it adds extra color and a little more flair, because then you can use the scissors to curl the ribbon. Take the scissors and the blade, put the ribbon against the blade and use your thumb and slowly curl it to the end. And really, you can do anything you want to decorate. It makes it more fun, adds flair, your own personal touch, and kind of shows the person that you took the time and that you care that the gift is pleasing to them. The sticker is stuck. Hold on, there we go. I like to add bows because it's simple and easy, and it helps the ribbon stay down. And there you go. 3 simple steps: gathering and preparing the supplies based on the color scheme, wrapping it, and decorating it. A creative packing company called World Yukio said on their website, gift wrap adds a beautiful touch to the art of gift giving, one that tells a friend and a loved one that you love them enough that you put your heart into every step of the process, and that's exactly what that is. So thank you for watching and listening, and happy wrapping!